Picture this. A beloved cartoon family zooming through the skies in flying cars, robots doing chores, and gadgets galore. And now it's leaping off the page into a real-life blockbuster. But wait, before we dive into this thrilling update, let's rewind and explore the wild history of attempts to bring the Jetsons to life in live-action form. It's a tale that's equal parts nostalgic and bewildering. And it might just make you question everything you thought about turning animation into reality. Just the other day, news broke that The Jetsons, that iconic Hanna-Barbera series about the Jetson family in a futuristic world, is being reworked into a live-action feature film for Warner Brothers. Directed by Colin Trevorrow and starring the legendary Jim Carrey, this project has fans buzzing. Now, for those new to this, The Jetsons is a classic animated show from the 1960s, featuring George Jetson, his wife Jane, their kids Judy and Elroy, and their dog Astro, all living in Orbit City with high-tech conveniences like video calls and automated everything. It's not the first time the family has hit the big screen. Back in 1990, there was an animated movie called Jetsons the Movie, which wrapped up the show's 1980s revival and even featured pop singer Tiffany voicing Judy. But a live-action version? That's a whole new frontier. Here's where it gets controversial. The choice of director, Colin Trevorrow, who helmed 2 Jurassic World sequels that didn't exactly win over critics. Some call them among the franchise's weaker entries. Does that mean this Jetsons flick is doomed? Or could Trevorrow surprise us with a fresh take on dinosaurs of the domestic kind? And speaking of uncertainty, we're still in the dark about Jim Carrey's role. Will he slip into the shoes of George, the everyman dad and family patriarch who's always a step behind in the future? Or maybe Mr. Spacely, that bombastic boss of Spacely Sprockets with his loud yells and quick temper? It's anyone's guess, but one thing's clear. This isn't the inaugural attempt to modernize the Jetsons in live action. And this is the part most people miss, or perhaps forget in the excitement. Back in 2017, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Robert Zemeckis and Jack Rapke were set to executive produce a live-action sitcom version for ABC. Zemeckis, the genius behind Back to the Future, was bringing his sci-fi magic to the table, and the show was to be penned by Gary Janetti, a writer known for sharp wit in series like Family Guy and Will Grace. Imagine a modern twist on the cloud-living family, updated for today's audiences. Zemeckis had TV chops, having overseen 93 episodes of Tales from the Crypt, and later shows like Manifest. It sounded too perfect, right? Like one of those dream team setups that could redefine family entertainment. But here's the twist that had everyone scratching their heads. Despite the buzz, not much happened. The last word came in 2018 from ABC Entertainment's then-president Channing Dungey, who gushed about Zemeckis' involvement even without seeing scripts. Sure, picturing Orbit City's sprawling skies and gadgets on an ABC budget might seem tight. Budgets dictate how grand the visuals can be. But a live-action Jetsons feels more at home on the big screen, where spectacle reigns. Take Hanna-Barbera's The Flintstones, for example. They pulled off a successful live-action movie in 1994, directed by Brian Levant, with a $46 million budget that brought prehistoric suburbia to life in hilarious, tangible ways. It shows that with the right resources, even animated worlds can translate into blockbuster fun, teaching us that nostalgia plus innovation can create magic. The history of Jetsons adaptations gets even stranger. 5 years before the 1990 animated movie, Paramount Pictures toyed with a live-action feature, attaching Star Trek III executive producer Gary Nardino. Fast forward to 2012, and whispers spread about Kanye West as creative director, though producer Denise Denovi insisted it was just one meeting that fizzled out. Directors like Adam Shankman, Robert Rodriguez, and Rob Minkoff were all considered for Jetsons revivals, mostly animated ones. Zemeckis' unproduced pilot was the most recent serious bid before Trevorrow's effort to give the space-age clan a 3D makeover. Will this new venture match the $1 billion success of Jurassic World? Only time will tell, but it's sparking debates. Is live action the way to go, or should we stick to the charm of animation? Some argue animation captures the whimsical spirit better, while others say live action adds realism and relatability. What do you think? Could Jim Carrey's antics elevate the Jetsons to new heights? Or is this just another risky Hollywood gamble? So, as we wait for more details, ponder this. In a world obsessed with reboots, does reviving the Jetsons in live action honor the original or risk losing its timeless appeal? Share your opinions in the comments. Do you support this adaptation, or are you skeptical? Let's hear if you agree, disagree, or have your own wild ideas for how to update a classic.